When it was first announced that Scream VI would be taking place in New York City, the idea of the film being this sprawling slasher epic across the entire city seemed more like a probability than a possibility. But alas, once filming was underway, it became apparent that Scream VI would sort of be taking a page from the Jason Takes Manhattan playbook, in that most of the filming locations took place in locations other than New York City. Whereas Jason Takes Manhattan filmed a large portion of its NYC scenes in Vancouver, Scream VI was filmed almost entirely in Montreal. But, like Jason Takes Manhattan, once you watch the film and get absorbed by its story, you don't really notice that Scream VI, for the most part, isn't actually taking place in the city that never sleeps. They do a good job of at least making it feel in the spirit of the Big Apple enough that the story can play out naturally, and, of course, the use of stock footage cityscape shots helps flesh this out as well. With that said, however, there is a weird coziness about Scream VI's locations that feels so much more intimate than you'd expect a New York City-based slasher sequel to be. And when I say cozy, I don't mean cozy in the vein of Halloween 2, or even the original Scream, but cozy in the sense that the majority of locations in Scream VI feel like very self-contained spaces that don't really interconnect with the supposedly sprawling city that surround them. And I'm not sure if that's because most of this wasn't shot in New York City itself, so it has this dreamy quality from that aspect alone, or what. But this is either making total sense to you, or you're thinking to yourself, what the hell is this guy talking about? Cozy? Scream VI? What? Well, the weirdness of this video topic stops me from reaching everybody, but I'm hoping that at least most of you can pick up what I'm putting down. I mean, think about it. The portions of Central Park, Sam's apartment, the Shrine Theater, the restaurant at the beginning, Gail's apartment, even the alleyway at the beginning of the film where the teacher gets murdered, there's something so small scale and vibe that really adds to this quote-unquote cozy atmosphere. Even the little shop where Ghostface is blowing people away with a shotgun feels small scale, intimate, and cozy, like some NYC-based after-school special or something. Does this make any sense to anybody out there? Matter of fact, the only part of this film that really feels big is the subway scene. And that's not really a grand scene with the city on display either. So with that said, Scream VI never really feels like this Die Hard with a Vengeance, sprawling epic through the boroughs of NYC, but feels more like a string of cozy, yet somewhat isolated locations tucked within the city somewhere. And while our cast is going through the worst possible situations, it never feels like NYC itself, or the millions of people in it, are at all involved with the chaos at hand. And to me, this really gives it that small-scale, intimate, atmosphere-driven, and cozy quality. That is the best way I can explain it. Love you, babe. Now, get the fuck out of my face. Thank you so much for hanging out, and as always, don't forget to like this video, share it with your friends, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and hit that notification bell to stay informed on all things TobattoVision. And if for some reason you just can't get enough of me and want more, check out my other YouTube channels as well, and feel free to hit me up on social media, where stuff really gets weird. I'll see you next time.